Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play the Shivah. When we left off last time, we talked to Jack Lauder's widow. She does not like us either. We learned that we cast him and her out of our congregation 8 years ago. And I'm still not entirely sure why. It's something to do with their marriage, but then we also learned that Jack tried to reach out to us before he died. He tried to send a message through RevNet. It failed, but we were still able to read it. He's obviously into something shady with it. It's sounding like it was a bad business deal that got him killed. So we are tracking down our leads. Now it is time to go to Patty O'Hare's in Murray Hill. It wasn't the kind of graffiti with artistic merit. It was just some sleazy graffiti in the grimy alley. That wasn't coming off the wall without a tin of paint, stripper, and an unenthusiastic youth group. Well, oh, and here it is. It's a downstairs kind of bar, huh? Okay, well, let's go for it. Hey! Is that Rosa? It looks a lot like Rosa. The woman seemed to be having an animated conversation with someone who wasn't there. This is totally Rosa. Welcome to New York.
Excuse me. Hello?
She ignored me. She seemed to be staring into space at something that wasn't there. In another place, another time, I might have stopped to help her. But people like her are a dime a dozen in this city. That's totally our Rosa talking to Joey. A poster advertising the latest rock craze adorned the wall. It was fine where it was.
Be quiet.
A large selection of wines and spirits lay on the shelves. Didn't come here to drink. Okay. Oh, and what kind of photos? Some old faded photographs were tacked to the wall. Couldn't reach them. Didn't want to in any case. And I think that's everything we got here, so... The bartender surveyed his domain with the expression of one hoping something better will come along.
Excuse me.
The bartender glared at me with vague disinterest. I got some questions. We'll start off about Ethan.
I'm looking for information on Ethan Goldberg. He was killed outside of this bar.
The bartender shrugged.
Do you know anything about it?
He gave me a glare that told me everything I needed to know about asking more questions. Well, we're going to ask more questions regardless. Jack.
Do you know a Mr. Jack Lauder?
The bartender rolled his eyes and began eyeing the other customers. Seemed that he wasn't a very talkative fellow. Alright, what about...
I'm looking for information on Joe Demarco.
He narrowed his eyes and glared daggers at me. I wasn't going to get any information out of him. But was there a flicker of recognition in his eyes? Well, I guess we gotta shrug and leave.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hello?
And nothing else here.
Great. Now even rabbis think I'm crazy.
Alright, we're getting nothing. Ooh, jukebox. The jukebox sported a large sign that read, "Out of order." Well, let's go mess with it. The jukebox was broken. We're just striking out in this place. It's awesome to see Rosa, but... Well, I guess step out. Is there anything else here? Oh, the subway. That's probably where he was killed then. That led back down to the subway platform. Technically, since it was Shabos, I wasn't supposed to use the subway or any mechanical advice. Huh. But I think God would understand. There's gotta be something I can do here. Something I'm missing. I didn't realize that was the exit. I thought it was gonna lead me to, like, another... Well, obviously now I can see it is. There isn't a different exit, but... Joe's meeting with Ethan... Well, I can't ask the... Give him my business card? We could try it. Oh, I can only look at it? I can't actually, like, drag it to someone?
Stop that.
Alright. So he was killed outside here, but we're not getting any information. Oh, come on.
Be quiet.
And this guy doesn't want to talk to us.
Excuse me.
Okay, there's got to be something else to do that I'm missing. So, we'll need to go somewhere else for now. And there's nothing else here. Well, let's talk to the missus a bit more. Maybe she'll have... Well, she doesn't really know any of his business contacts. But Ethan Goldberg did go to the same synagogue, so...
Mrs. Lauder.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
So,
Do you know an Ethan Goldberg?
Oh, Ethan Goldberg. Yeah, I know him.
Who is he?
An accountant. We used him to handle taxes and complicated documents for the business. Not full-time, just on a consultant basis. Wait, is he involved in this?
seems to
Not
be.
anymore. He's dead.
Well, that was awfully
What?
blunt.
Since when?
About a week or two ago. Murdered.
My God. What is happening?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, that didn't actually yield too much
Do you know an
information.
Ethan?
Oh, Ethan. Yeah,
Okay, same
we
thing.
used
I was
him
hoping
not
he would
full-time,
ask,
just
like, a-
wait.
Not him. He's dead.
Anything else
What?
about him, but
Since-
no.
About a murder.
My, what?
That's what I'm...
Okay,
Have you ever heard of the name Joe Demarco?
Joe? Joe. He was one of our...
He invested in...
okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Why did you need...
Well, all the banks, so we need...
Have you ever...
Jack, although I know
Why not?
he didn't, but we were dead.
How did they meet?
I think they... At the temp...
Attempt? So Joe
Maybe.
Demarco...
And that's it.
Not to me, but it's...
Ugh, okay, we've asked her this stuff.
Do you know anything about Ethan G meeting up with Joe Demarco?
I'm afraid not. If they met, I'm sure Ethan was out, although I have no idea what they'd want to talk about.
You really think...
Alright, we're getting nothing out of here.
I'm going to leave. I'll see what...
Thanks.
Well, we could try to get more information from Beth Tikvah.
Yes?
So...
I was hoping you could tell me something about Ethan Goldberg. I know he used to work here.
Ethan? Oh, what a tragedy. That man did wonders for this community.
Yeah?
It's a shame what happened to him.
You know about his death?
Of course, I conducted the funeral service myself.
I recently found out that Ethan Goldberg and Jack Lauder did business together.
Really? I'm not surprised. Ethan offered his services to many people. He was a whiz with an adding machine. So I heard.
I mean, that's interesting, but that's not really giving us direction to pursue.
Does the name...
Demarco?
Yes.
Sounds Italian. Other than that,
Do you know anything about Ethan G meeting up with Joe Demarco?
in all honesty, I ever saw him.
Did it...
That's...
I know.
Although, as I told...
He was in it. Does that...
I
No.
Alright. Oh, well, let's comment on various oddities.
Doesn't any of this strike you as odd?
should it?
Two
Yeah?
Jewish men, both in business together and both belonging to the same synagogue, are killed within 2 weeks of each other. A third man, who may or may not be Jewish, is nowhere to be found. There are only two connections between these three men. One is Jack's business, the other is this synagogue.
Rabbi Stone, I hope you're not suggesting anything...
I'm not.
No,
Let me finish. People all over the world use religious communities to network and conduct business. This is nothing new. You know this, Rabbi Stone. If there is a connection, It has to do with your business dealings and nothing to do with Beth Tikvah. I won't stand for our reputation being tarnished. Do I make myself clear?
As crystal.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is rather late.
I understand. I'll see myself out.
Wait, let me give you my card.
What should get on someone's nerves? Thrown out by a rabbi. No, I don't really...
Feel free to email me if you have any more questions.
I don't really suspect him. Or at least I completely didn't until this point. Nope, and we can't even go there now. Yeah, I don't think Beth Tikvah has anything to do with it. It just happens to be where these guys met. And like he said, it's just where they all go together and they have their religious doings. And they happen to, you know, as they're meeting up there, determine they can help each other out in their business lives as well. But that's nothing to do with the temple itself. I understand his concern. He doesn't want the reputation of the temple to... And I wasn't trying to imply... Well, I mean, I guess Rabbi Stone kind of was, but... I didn't mean to imply something like maybe there's something shady going on here at the temple. I don't think there is. It's just it's the only lead I had to go on. Well, we've got a card now. Let's give the card to the bartender. Let's see if that has an effect. I don't want Rabbi Zelig to have anything to do with it. But now I'm slightly concerned that he might. So, who's this fella? The man stood at the bar, his dull eyes staring at everything and nothing.
Evening.
Yeah?
Well, we don't want to just be, who are you? Let's make some small talk.
Nice night.
Whatever.
Alright, are you Joe Demarco?
So what's your name?
Look, could you leave me alone?
No. It looked like this was the type of place where people didn't want to be bothered. But I'm gonna bother him.
Do you know Joe Demarco?
Sure I do. That's my name.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah. What of it?
You're a hard guy to track down.
Well, yippee. You found me. What do you want?
Well. Okay, we'll start with religion.
Are you Jewish, Mr. DeMarco?
Huh? No. What the hell is Jewish?
Dude, come on. His ignorance was either fake or genuine. Either way, I had my answer. It's gotta be fake. Like, seriously, I don't know the details about Judaism, but I know that it's a thing. I mean, come on. Who doesn't know that Judaism is a thing? It is a religion. It's a major worldwide religion. I mean, come on. Come on. He can't be for real.
Never mind.
Alright, down the list. We'll start with Ethan.
What's your beef with Ethan Goldberg?
Never heard of him.
Bull.
Your name appears in connection with his.
Lots of Ethan Goldbergs. Lots of Joe DeMarcos. Both are common names. You got nothing, so leave me alone.
Ethan was killed just outside of this bar.
Coincidence. You still got nothing.
We'll save Zelig. What about Jack?
What's your connection with Jack Lauder?
Don't know him.
Sure you do. He wrote you a number of checks.
Whoever he wrote them to, it wasn't me.
No, it was you.
Your name is on the checks.
Then it's some other Joe DeMarco. Get out of here.
No.
Do you know Rabbi Zelig?
What's a rabbi?
Come on. Was he being serious? No, he's faking. His true intentions were hidden behind those dull, glassy eyes. A ruse or plain ignorance? It was impossible to tell. He can't possibly actually be that ignorant.
His full name is Amos Zelig.
Nope. Sorry.
Well,
So long.
Yeah.
what about you?
Excuse me.
Nope. And we're still not going to get anything out of our gal here,
Excuse
I'm sure.
me.
Yep.
Quiet.
Well, I want to check? Back in Charming? We'll see if just stopping in various places triggers anything. I don't think there's anything I want here. There's gonna be no new mail. Oh, Joe Demarco. We found you, but we need to come up with some kind of proof that you can't explain away. Alright, I don't think there's anything here. Well, we've got the cards, so we could send an email to Rabbi Zelig. Maybe, or something. He said email if there's any questions, so maybe it'll be an option. Let's try it. A joke. Medical experts from London have published a paper that concludes that cedar participants should not eat both chopped liver and cirrhosis. The research shows that if they do, it can lead to cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, Do I want to try and figure out... Okay, let's take a look at his card again. Rabbi Z. And what is his password gonna be? That's what I gotta figure out. Okay, Rabbi Z. Give me a clue. Pet. Cat. Dog. Alright. There wasn't something in here about a pet, was there? No. Pet. What pet did he have? And I can't go back to the... I can't go back to the synagogue to see. Alright, it's a long shot, but... We'll talk to our widow and see if she knows anything about Rabbi's pets. If it's an option to ask her.
Mrs. Lauder.
Oh, it's you. Come on.
Okay. So... Nope. Dang it.
I'm going to leave. I'll see what...
Thanks, I guess.
I could go back to patio hairs, but I don't think I... Well, let's try it. Is Joe Demarco still just hanging out here? Yeah, but I don't really have anything to... Shoot, what's his pet gonna be? And in his synagogue, there were all the pictures on the wall. It was probably on there. Alright, there's gotta be a way that I can find it somewhere else. Oh, that's right. It was something... Okay. Okay, so what's my login again? Hearthstone. for Selig. I said something in the article about his dog Dodger. There we go. Dodger. Yes! Hello, Rabbi Amos Selig. Please choose an option. Let's check our mail. So, welcome to RevNet, which is the same as what we had for ours. Mail, search, joke, all of that fun stuff. Okay. From J. Kotak. Wonderful. Just wanted to congratulate you on another hair-raising sermon today. Everyone was glued to their seats. See you next Friday. Jeff Kotak. Dear Rabbi Zelig, my name is Jared from the Jewish Weekly. I've heard of your recent philanthropic activities and was wondering if you'd consent to an interview. Feel free to contact me anytime. Jared. Tomo. Rabbi Zelig, just got back home. Thanks for giving me a tour of your temple. It's interesting to see how things are done in the big city. Your sermon was, as always, awe-inspiring. You're right, times have changed since Bible times, but people sure haven't. Thanks again, Amos. Be sure to look me up the next time you're in our neck of the woods. David Small. Oh, from Ethan regarding Joe. Rabbi, I'm a bit concerned about this investor you set Jack up with. Can you tell me what you know about him? Oh, really? Dang it, and he seemed like such a nice guy. Oh, Rabbi. Don't know any Joe Demarco. What a bunch of crap. Yo, Rabbi, thanks for the kiss ticks. Happy we could be of service. Tim. What? From Jack regarding charming fashion. Rabbi Zelig, I appreciate that you took the time to help us out. We were cash poor and in serious need of help, but I can't help but be concerned. Are you sure this investor is on the up and up? He has money, certainly, but the man gives me the serious creeps. We need the money, so I'll accept his money for now, but I was hoping you could tell me more about him. Thanks, Jack. Oh, man. Oh, Rabbi. From Roy? Amos, if that Goldberg character has been making waves, you know what to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No Joe Demarco on it. Got your message. Ethan's been giving me trouble, so that's not a problem. I'll get in touch when I chat with him. Oh no! Jay Sandman. Rabbi, just wanted to write and tell you how excellent your service was. My friend dragged me on Friday, even though I don't usually do the temple thing. I've already signed up. You've got a new member. I'll be going to your temple from now on. I'm already looking forward to next Friday. See you then, Jennifer Sandman. Alright, from A. Goldberg. Thank you, Rabbi Zelig, for the lovely service you performed for my husband Ethan. Your kind words and wonderful anecdotes put everyone at ease, especially me. As you know, Ethan worked very hard for the Jewish community, and to a lesser extent Beth Tikvah, and I'm sure he is very happy to know his work was appreciated. Thank you again, Rabbi Zelig. I will see you bright and early Friday night. Allison Goldberg. Okay, so I think we want to try and talk to her if we can. From Jack. Rabbi, the police are asking me about Ethan. I told them who he was meeting, but they say it's not important. Not important? How can this not be important? Rabbi, why aren't you doing something? I'm sure he has something to do with this. What have you gotten us mixed up in? Jack. No, and are we going to see some emails about putting a hit out on Jack? Oh, this was I just clicked the wrong thing. Okay. From R. Blackwell at villageeye.com. Ah! Rabbi Zelig, thank you for answering my questions. The article will appear next week. Rosangela. Calm down. Ethan is dead. I fear for my life. Your so-called investor is demanding more interest and is threatening me and my wife. You tell me to calm down? How could you do this? How could you get us involved with a creep like that? Don't tell me you're not involved. When I think of you looking all holy and pious during Ethan's funeral service, I want to throw up. I can't even tell my wife. I'm so ashamed of myself. To think I was so blinded by greed that I couldn't see beneath the surface. I was better off with Stone. He was pig-headed and arrogant, but at least you knew where you stood. Oh, and this is why he turned toss at the end. Watch your back, Rabbi. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Don't think this is over, and that is where you made a very fatal mistake, Jack. You call yourself a Jew. Oh, but you threatened him, and so, yeah, then he turned around and took you right out. Oh, and then from Joe Demarco. Got it. You're certainly keeping me busy. Got your message. I'll let you know when it's done. So Joe is a hitman for hire. Alright, and from Our Lauder. Rabbi Zelig, I am not Jewish myself, but Jack was very devout, and I felt I owed it to him to give him a proper Jewish funeral. Thank you so much for your help and for answering all my questions. I'm sure Jack would have appreciated the effort and care you put into the service. Oh, if only you knew. I'm going to try to prepare a proper Shiva. You are welcome to come by to pay your respects. Thanks again, Rajshri Lauder. Alright. So, yeah, we know some stuff for sure now. Oh my goodness. Okay, but we want to find Allison Goldberg. Oh, is she 1-0? Am I spelling her name wrong? I think I am. Dang it, I know it was in here. Okay, so the one from A. Goldberg. No, I spelled it right. Do I get an address for this guy? No. I want to go talk to his wife. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, we learned something very important. So, what kind of clues do we have from that? Nothing new. But, I mean, we can go be accusatory with Joe Demarco in the bar, but he can just keep saying, I'm not that Joe, and it's probably gonna get him to try and kill us. I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, do we break the news to the wife?
Mrs. Lauder.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
Alright. No? And it's not in my notes.
Do you know any?
Oh, yeah.
Who is he?
An accountant.
Sorry, I
You
didn't
know-
mean to click on that. Okay,
What?
so...
My.
Nothing from her. I think we gotta go back
I'm going
to
leave
Patty
also.
O'Hare's.
Thanks.
Although, this does seem very dangerous, Rabbi. You should probably really, if this were a real-life thing, go to the police about now, because if you go up against these people, they've killed twice before, that you know of, maybe even more. It's very foolish to go to a bar and accuse someone you think is a hitman of being a hitman, but we're gonna do it!
Evening.
Yeah?
So,
Your name comes up yet again, Mr. DeMarco. This time in several emails addressed to Rabbi Zelig.
So?
So what's the deal?
It wasn't me. It was another Joe.
Can it? Sing another tune, because I'm sick of the old one. It's enough evidence to book you if I choose to go to the police. So are you gonna tell me what's going
he's
on?
gonna kill you. Joe Demarco gave me the once-over. His dull, pale eyes explored my face. He knitted his eyebrows, as if doing some internal calculations, and then finally nodded.
Fine. You want to talk? Let's talk. But not here. Follow me.
Rabbi, this man's gonna kill you. He is totally gonna kill you. Don't do this. This is such a terrible, terrible idea.
Excuse me.
Ugh, he doesn't care.
Excuse
She doesn't care.
Oh,
This is a bad idea, Rabbi. Bad idea.
Come on, Rabbi. We'll have more privacy down here.
He's gonna attack.
You've pissed off the wrong people, Rabbi.
Yeah.
I had no problem with you. But now, I gotta kill you.
I see. You're an assassin.
I had a feeling you were smart. Your people are in this very, very deep.
My people? You mean the Jews?
A very cozy operation.
What sort of operation was this?
Don't think I'll be doing that.
Oh, come on.
Professional courtesy. Say goodbye.
You think I'll go so easily?
Don't make me laugh, old man.
Okay. I'm not sure what Rabbi's got planned. Like, basically, I'm thinking unless he's got some secret skills we don't know about, this guy is dead. I guess, do you really think he'll get away with it? I mean, come on. If I was able to track it down, eventually the police will too.
Do you really think you'll get away with this?
I've been getting away with this since I was 12 years old.
See, he's not going to care if I call him a monster or that he killed innocents. So we'll keep with the questions.
How does a 12-year-old commit murder?
Same as anyone. Someone asked me to, so I did.
Alright, keep with the questions. Keep them talking.
Do you do everything people ask you to?
If the price is right.
What happened to you? Why are you so angry?
Stop asking me these stupid questions! I am what I am, alright?
Tell me more about your childhood. I think that's just going to anger him. So we'll keep with the questions.
Why are you being so defensive?
Even though he decided to stop.
I am not being defensive.
I kind of do want to, gotcha. I should probably ask him to put the knife down, but I feel like we're getting somewhere with the questions. And it might be, somewhere that we're getting to is he's going to snap and stab us, because he is certainly getting pissed off, but...
Are you hiding from something?
What? No? What the hell are you talking about?
We're gonna keep... I'm just feeling like my gut instinct here is keep with the questions, because we're a rabbi, right? And rabbis ask questions, so...
Are you hiding behind that knife?
Well, no!
Care to prove it?
What?
Go on. You don't need the knife? Prove it. Or are you nothing but a nebbish?
You son of a bitch. I don't need a knife to take your sorry ass. Heh. Old man,
Put up my dukes.
you're funny. You think your God's going to help you out of this?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Ooh.
But my 4 years on the B'nai B'rith Yeshiva High School boxing team will even the odds.
What the hell, man?
Perhaps you didn't hear me the first time.
Alright.
Now, do I have your attention?
We'll go rabbi.
Let me go,
I didn't
man.
figure he was a tough
You
fella.
have two choices. You can answer my questions, or I throw you onto the tracks.
What? You're crazy.
Well,
Am I? Train's coming. Make your choice.
Fine. Fine.
Who sent you? Answer!
Zelig.
Zelig?
He's hooked in deep with the mafioso. Did you know that?
no.
He'd find struggling businessmen like your friends Jack and Ethan, and then hook them up with investors.
Investors.
Mafia investors.
He got them involved with the mob?
Yes. He got them in debt so deep they needed a tractor to pull them out. When they refused to pay, I was called in to take care of them.
So you killed Jack Lauder and Ethan Goldberg.
Yes.
I see. Well, one question remains. What should I do with you?
Just let me go.
Well,
Well, you're just gonna kill me. Oh. Okay. Part of me thinks, well, if I show mercy, what's to stop this guy from turning around and just killing me? But we're a rabbi, so I'm assuming that mercy's probably the thing you're supposed to do. And beyond that, what we really need to do is take this all to the police, especially if the mob's involved, because we cannot solve that on our own. So we take this to the police, and if we explain to them everything, and, oh, it was this Joe Demarco, and they say, well, what happened with Joe Demarco? Or how do you know it was Joe Demarco? He admitted it. Okay, where is he now? I threw him on the subway tracks. I mean, come on. We gotta show him mercy. The train clattered off into the flickering distance, and Joe Demarco remained unconscious, but alive. You need to call the police to get this guy.
perhaps you still have some purpose to fill. I've done all I can. I've shown mercy. The rest is up to God.
Mensch, a real gentleman. Okay? cold, sullen quiet radiated from the wooden panels of the door. Where is she? Call it intuition, call it boldness, call it plain old curiosity. I somehow knew that the door would be unlocked. Well, it looks like we got a note here.
Hello? Mrs. Lauder? Rodshri? Hello? Oh.
The interior of the apartment was a mess. Chairs were overturned, glasses were broken, and the telltale signs of a struggle were evident. We've got to call the police. This wasn't over yet, not by a long shot.
A note?
Shalom, Rabbi Stone. Evidently, my associate proved unable to complete his task, as he did not contact me at the usual time. I believe we have business to discuss. Do stop on by. An address on the Upper East Side followed.
Zelig.
I could have walked away. I was getting Jack's money. I'd solved the mystery. My conscience was clear. No, it's not, because his wife is now mixed up in all this, and you know that she didn't know anything about it. Also, really what you should do is call the police, but I have a feeling we're not gonna. Yet the angry cries of a dead man screamed in my soul.
Jack. I'm sorry, Jack. As a man, I wished you all the happiness in the world. But as a rabbi, as a religious leader out of duty, I could not accept it. Can you understand? Jack! Jack! Forgive me, Jack. I'm sorry I cast you out. I'm sorry my actions sent you down this path. I... Get a hold of yourself, Stone. This isn't your doing.
All men have reasons for doing what they do. Some reasons are good, while some others are definitely evil. But most lie somewhere in between. For once, my reasons were crystal clear.
Zelig.
Okay. Oh, the Zelig residence. Okay. I still am feeling like really we need to just contact the police. Go to old Sammy Blue, he'll help us out. Alright, I'm going to actually go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back and next time we're gonna... This Rabbi here, he's courageous, I gotta give him that, but man, quit just walking into these extremely dangerous situations. You know it's gonna be a trap, you know he's gonna try to ambush you, he's got other people killed before. This is a situation where you need to go to the police, but apparently we're just gonna be striding right into his home and solving it all ourselves.